Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you all are fine. And now it's time for the English session. So, students, take out your child centric English Perfection Toolkit 2 Joyful Bee and open page number 8. So, now, students, today we are going to start the revision of our English subject, right? So, in our today's session, we are going to revise the phonic sounds. Okay, so now look at the first picture. What is this? This is an apple. A apple. A apple. Next, beaver bat. Beaver bat. Which letter is this? This is letter B and phonic sound is B. Next, which letter is this? This is letter C. Seeker car. Seeker car. Next, this is letter D and D is a phonic sound of letter D. D the duck. D the duck. Next, which letter is this? This is letter E. E a elephant. E a elephant. Now look at the next letter. Which letter is this? This is letter F. This is letter F and F is a phonic sound of letter F. F for fish. F for fish. Next, which letter is this? This is letter G and G is a phonic sound of letter G. G, G, goat. G, G, goat. Next, H. H, horse. This is letter H and H is a phonic sound of letter H. H, horse. Next, this is letter I. And what is a phonic sound of letter I? E. E is a phonic sound of letter I. I, E, insect. I, E, insect. Okay, now look at the next letter. Which letter is this? This is letter J. And J is a phonic sound of letter J. J, J, jam. J, J, jam. This is a jar of jam. Next, this is letter K. K, kite. K, kite. K is a phonic sound of letter K. So, K, kite. Next, which letter is this? This is letter L. L is a phonic sound of letter L. L, lion. L, lion. Next, this is letter M. And M is a phonic sound of letter M. M, mango. M, mango. Next, this is letter N. N is a phonic sound of letter N. N, nut. N, nut. Now look at the next letter. This is letter O. And O is a phonic sound of letter O. O, orange. O, orange. Next, this is letter P. And what is a phonic sound of letter P? P. Yes, P is a phonic sound of letter P. P for parrot. P for parrot. Now look at the next letter. Which letter is this? This is letter Q. This is letter Q. And Q is a phonic sound of letter Q. Q for queen. Q for queen. Next, this is letter R. And R is a phonic sound of letter R. R, rabbit. R, rabbit. Next, this is letter S. And what is the phonic sound of letter S? Sir. Sir is a phonic sound of letter S. S, sun. S, sun. Now look at the next letter. This is letter T. This is letter T. Okay, now tell me what is the phonic sound of letter T? T. T is a phonic sound of letter T. T, T, top. T, T, top. Next, this is letter U. And A is a phonic sound of letter U. U, A, umbrella. U, A, umbrella. Next, this is letter V. V, V, violin. V is a phonic sound of letter V. V, V, violin. Next, this is letter W. W, whale. W, whale. Next, this is letter X. X is a phonic sound of letter X. X, six. X, six. This is number 6. Now look at the next letter. This is letter Y. And here is a phonic sound of letter Y. Y, yo-yo. Y, yo-yo. Next, this is letter Z. And Z is a phonic sound of letter Z. Z, zebra. Z, zebra. So now students, this way you have to revise all the letters from letter A to letter Z, its phonic sounds as well as their pictures also. Is it clear to you? Good. And now our session is over. Now it's time for the Hindi session. So students, take out a child-centric Hindi Chitra Pustika Perfection Toolkit 2 Joyful Bee and open page number 22. So now in our today's session, we are going to revise our Hindi from Vyanjan the, right? So now students, look at here, which Vyanjan is this? कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन द से दरवाजा, द से दरवाजा. Now look at the next picture. What is this? दवात. इसे हम इंग्लिश में इंक पॉट भी कहते हैं. द से दवात. नेक्स्ट क्या है ये? द से दर्पण. द से दर्पण. दर्पण को हम आईना कहते हैं, शीशा कहते हैं. इंग्लिश में हम इसको मिरर भी कहते हैं. ठीक है, इसमें हम मॉर्निंग में जब हम रेडी होते हैं, हमें कहीं जाना होता है, तो हम अपना फेस इसमें देखते हैं, राइट? सो द से दर्पण. नाउ लुक एट द नेक्स्ट पिक्चर. व्हाट इज दिस? द से दरी. द से दरी. नाउ लेट्स रिसाइट द राइम. दर्पण में देखें जब चेहरा, लगता वैसा होता जैसा. जब मैं हंसता हंसता चेहरा, जब मैं रोता रोता चेहरा. So students, you have to practice reciting rhyme also, right? Now come to the next page. Now look at here. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन ध. व्यंजन ध. ध से धरती. ध से धरती. Now look at the next picture. क्या है ये? ध से धन. ध से धन. और ये कौन है? ध से धनवान. जिसके पास बहुत सारा धन होता है, वो क्या होता है? धनवान. ध से धनवान. नेक्स्ट, ध से धनुष. ध से धनुष. Now let's recite the rhyme. धरती है गोल गोल, घूमे सूरज के चारों ओर, है बहुत ही सुंदर, रहते इसमें सब मिलजुल कर. Okay students, so you have to revise Vyanjan dha, its vocabulary words and its rhyme as well. Now come to the next page. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन न. व्यंजन न. न से नल. न से नल. Now look at the next picture. N से nut. N से nut. Next. N से nut. N से nut. और ये क्या है? न से नग. न से नग. नानी मेरी प्यारी प्यारी चीजें बनाए न्यारी न्यारी. जब भी उनके घर जाता हूँ मोटा होकर आता हूँ. So students, you have to revise Vyanjan no also, its vocabulary words and then its rhyme, right? Now look at the next व्यंजन. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन प. व्यंजन प. प से पतंग. प से पतंग. Now look at the next picture. प से पलंग. प से पलंग. Next, प से पत्ता. प से पत्ता. Next, प से पर्वत. प से पर्वत. Next, प से पपीता. प से पपीता. प से पतवार. प से पतवार. Now come to the next page. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन फ. फ से फल. फ से फल. नेक्स्ट, जो फल बेचता है या जिससे हम फल खरीदते हैं वो कौन होता है? फल वाला. फ से फल वाला. नेक्स्ट, फ से फवारा. फ से फवारा. देखो फल वाला आया है. देखो फल वाला है आया. केले अनार है साथ लाया. छीलो खा लो जूस बना लो और बना लो चाट. जैसे चाहो वैसे खा लो खाओ रोज फल चाट. So this was students, you have to revise व्यंजन फ. Now come to the next व्यंजन. व्यंजन ब. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन ब. ब से बतख. ब से बतख. ब से बकरी. ब से बकरी. नेक्स्ट, क्या है ये? ब से बटन. जब हम शर्ट पहनते हैं तो हमारी शर्ट पर क्या लगा होता है? बटन. ब से बटन. नेक्स्ट, ब से बस. ब से बस. नेक्स्ट, कौन सा पेड़ है ये? बरगद. ब से बरगद. नेक्स्ट, ब से बर्तन. ब से बर्तन. नाउ लेट्स रिसाइट द राइम. बस में बैठ बतख रानी गई बकरी के घर. खाना खाकर बर्तन में सो गई बरगद पर. Is it clear to you students? So this way you have to revise all the व्यंजन. Now look at the next व्यंजन. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन भ. भ से भवन. भ से भवन. नेक्स्ट, भ से भगत. भवन में कौन रहता है? भगत. नेक्स्ट, भ से भगोना. भ से भगोना. देखो कितना प्यारा भवन इसके अंदर रहता भगत. भगोने में दूध उबाल पीता खूब मलाई डाल. So students, you have to revise rhyme as well, right? Now come to the next व्यंजन. व्यंजन म. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन म. म से मछली. म से मछली. नेक्स्ट, म से मटर. म से मटर. नेक्स्ट, म से महल. म से महल. म से मगर. म से मगर. म से मक्खी. म से मक्खी. नेक्स्ट, म से मच्छर. म से मच्छर. Now come to the next page. कौन सा व्यंजन है ये? व्यंजन य. व्यंजन य. य से यज्ञ. य से यज्ञ. नेक्स्ट, य से यम, य से यम। यज्ञ करे सब मिलजुल कर, डाले सामग्री प्रभु के नाम पर। यज्ञ करे सब मिलजुल कर, डाले सामग्री प्रभु के नाम पर। So now students, as your exams are approaching, so you have to revise all the vyanjans very carefully, and you should have the knowledge of all the vocabulary words as well. Right? Now look at the next vyanjan, vyanjan R. R se rat, R se rat. Next, R से rubber, र से रबड़। जब लिखते हुए हमसे कोई मिस्टेक हो जाती है तो हम किसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं? रबड़ का। And in English we call it eraser. Next, र से रसगुल्ला, र से रसगुल्ला। Next, र से रस्सी, र से रस्सी। रबड़ बड़ा अजब, जो मैं लिखता मिटाता सब। पेट से है आता, मेरे संग स्कूल है जाता। So this way students you have to revise up to the व्यंजन र। आपको र तक सारे व्यंजन क्या करने हैं? रिवाइज करने हैं। Is it clear to you? Good. And now our session is over. Now it's time for the math session. So students, take out the child-centric mathematics perfection toolkit 2 joyful B. And in our today's session, we are going to do revision of math subject. So now students, open page number 6. So now students, look at here. This is a concept of tall and short. Tall, short. So first of all, look at the first picture. Now tell me who is tall? He is tall and he is short. Okay. Now come to the next picture. Now tell me which letter is shorter. Yes, this letter is shorter and this is taller one. And now look at these trees. Which tree is taller? This tree. This tree is taller and this is shorter. Now look at the picture and tell me which animal is taller. This is taller and this is shorter. And which tree is shorter? Yes, this tree is shorter and this tree is taller. So this way you have to revise the concept of tall and short. Now come to the next page. Our next concept is big and small. So now students, you have already studied about what is big and what is small. So now I will ask you and you have to reply what is big and what is small. Okay. Okay, now look at this picture and tell me which vehicle is bigger. Yes, this is bigger one and car is smaller one. And from these two buildings, which building is smaller? This building is smaller and this building is tall. This building is big and this building is small. Okay, now look at here. What is bigger? Yes, this water tank is bigger and this is smaller. Similarly, this ball is bigger and this ball is smaller. Now look at the elephant. This elephant is smaller and this elephant is bigger. This hen is bigger and the baby of hen is smaller. Similarly, this cat is bigger one and this cat is smaller. Is it clear to you? Good. Now come to the next page. This is a concept of light and heavy. जिसका वेट ज्यादा है वो क्या होता है? हेवी. एंड जिसका वेट कम है वो क्या होता है? लाइट होता है. Right? So now look at here. Which is lighter one? Lemon is lighter and this vegetable is heavier as compared to lemon. Next, which is heavier? This trunk is heavier and bag is lighter as compared to this trunk. Okay, now tell me, butterfly is heavier or dog is heavier? Dog is heavier and butterfly is very light. That's why it can fly also. Now, in another picture, this tree is heavier. We can't hold the tree, but we can hold this plant because it is light in weight. So students, this is the concept of light and heavy. Now come to the next concept, page number 10. So this is a concept of hot and cold. Okay, now tell me, sun is hot or cold? Sun is hot. Sun is hot. And ice cubes are cold. Okay, now tell me, Coca-Cola bottle. Cold drink is hot or cold? Cold drink is cold. And this bulb light, it is hot. And candle is also hot. The soup, it is hot. And the shake is cold. And tea is hot. So this is a concept of hot and cold. Next, inside and outside. Inside, outside. Inside मतलब अंदर, outside means बाहर. So now look at here, students. Here candies are inside the jar. And if candies are in the plate, then it is outside the jar. Inside, outside. Candies are inside the jar, candies are outside the jar. Next, this is a fish. This fish is inside the water and this fish is outside the water. ये पानी के अंदर है और ये वाले fish पानी के बाहर है. तो this fish is outside and this fish is inside. Next, flowers are inside the pot. These flowers are inside the pot and these flowers are outside the pot. Now look at the next picture. This is a dog. So this dog is inside the house and this dog is outside the house. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Next, this hand is inside the gloves and this hand is outside the glove. ये glove के अंदर है और ये gloves के बाहर है. Next, what is this? This is a bird. This bird is inside the nest and this bird is outside the nest. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Next, this man is inside the car and this man is outside the car. So students, now you know the concept of inside and outside. So this way you have to revise the concept of inside as well as outside. Right? So now let's recite. So now let's revise our counting from number 1 to number 20. So count along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So this way students, you have to revise and you have to prepare yourself for the exams. So all the best for exams, and that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.